it down.
Okay.
All right, so part two. So apparently, my Wi-Fi must be a huge Masters fan because I got real pissed off when I started talking about
Yeah, it
how
did.
unathletic golfers were. But they're kind of are, compared to the other major sports. You can't compare the athletes. They're not going to be on my athlete Mount Rushmore. But it is Masters week. If there's ever a week to get even the most layman's golf fans on board, it's this weekend, man. Are you going to be watching every single day? Are you tuning in tomorrow?
I will tune in tomorrow morning. Work will kind of get in the way of some of it, but I will tune in. I'm off on Saturday. I will be
Okay,
watching as
nice.
much Masters as possible. I can't get enough. It's like the most beautiful course. It's a tricky course. And it's just, I mean, the players, they they usually don't buckle in pressure, but the Masters just seemingly always tends to get somebody to trip up, and it's always fun. And this Masters is actually the 30 year anniversary of probably the biggest collapse in Masters history. The Shark, Greg
Yes.
Norman, blew a 6-shot lead to Nick Faldo, ended up losing by like 5 strokes to him. I mean, it was like an 11-stroke swing.
Swing, yeah.
But it's just they turn the corner, they go on to like the Amen corner that's so famous. That 12th hole, that par 3 with the water in front and the sand in the back,
Yeah.
and I think he like double bogeyed it, bogeyed like 9, 10, and 11, and just lost it. But that's where that's
Yeah.
where Jordan Spieth have lost it before. That's where everyone that'll loses it, and it always makes for good TV, man.
Yeah, everybody would thought. I mean, Rory almost did it again last year, man. He
I
almost choked
know.
it away last year. You're like, it's gonna happen again. This guy just can't get out of his own way, but he pushed through. So,
He did.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Even I mean, let's just say the people that run the Masters have just done a phenomenal job of just elevating this to being the mecca of golf right now, right? It's like from the
Absolutely.
from the music to the course to the broadcast, man. Like I mean, even the broadcast is just top notch. They don't allow the riffraff in there. I love that they make you like they take your phones. You can't even bring your phones on the course. I
Yep.
love that about it. And there's an aura behind the Masters. There just is. Even though like the winner gets the most horrendous blazer you've ever seen, this
I
green jacket,
know.
but it means so much to them, and you've never seen somebody so happy to get like a bright green jacket. Oh my God, yes, my green
Green
jacket.
jacket, yellow jacket. Who gives a bleep?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, you're so polite on our podcast. I appreciate it. You guys. For those of you who don't know, you should listen to this guy on the field or on the court.
Oh
He's definitely
no.
letting those things fly, letting them
Yeah,
fly.
that's
But
where all of them go. Yes.
But yeah, so I mean, like, we're not gonna like, set any bets for this one because I will bow out gracefully. Like, whenever I pick a winner, although I've sent you my picks to win it all, and on like when I do a bet for the Masters a couple years
Yeah.
ago, and I've been close. I picked who was it? Cam Smith when he came in second. Like, what was it, 2 or 3 years
When
ago?
Scotty Scheffler outdueled him on Sunday,
That's right. I was like, come on, Cam. And
you
then who
just
did I
picked him
have?
because he had the mullet.
I mean, yeah, how can you not? You got to root
I
for the mullet.
know.
And then I think I actually did put up money for McElroy to kind of finally get over the hump, and that was looking tricky coming down the line too.
Yeah, it was. He was
But
trying to lose it.
but I mean, odds aside, man, do you got any favorites? Anybody let's go with who you think's gonna win and who you would, in an ideal world, who you would see win, or is it the
So I
same guy?
Well, one of them is I do really like Xander Schauffele a lot. I think I like his game. He's just kind of he's just a good old fashioned golfer. I don't know. He's not super flashy, but he's just a good overall player, and he's come close quite a few times at the Masters. I don't know. I feel like I've said it before. I was even happy when the Caps won the Stanley Cup because they've been trying and trying. I root for those guys, and Xander's kind of the next on the list. I think of just kind of almost. I don't want to say deserves to win a green jacket, but he's played well enough and has the game. So I think he's up there to win. I really do want him to win. I think John Rahm might win this thing. He's playing hot on the Live Golf Tour. He's just a really good golfer, and
He
I think
is.
he's done well at Augusta in the past, and he's
He's won
playing
it
well.
before. He won it, what, 2 years ago,
That's right,
right?
he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing for the Masters is if you're not playing well, I don't know if anyone's ever won not coming into the tournament playing well.
Like, yeah.
It's just such a hard tournament. I kind of like Bryson. I don't know about this whole 3D printed 5-iron that he's coming out with, but
Yeah, I heard about this.
Godspeed to you, Bryson DeChambeau.
I mean, he hits the ball so far, he's gonna destroy that thing. He's gonna have to get his 3D printer out and print a brand new
Well,
one
he bulked
on 9.
down. He bulked down. He's no longer like the 300-pound muscle behemoth.
Stop taking
But
those
yeah,
roids.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's taking something to
Yeah.
do that. He's like, I was eating 10 protein bars a day. I'm like,
Sure.
you would have lost your
Okay.
colon by now, buddy. Like, come on now.
It's like that's how he slimmed down. He's like, I blew out my
Yeah.
colon, so I'm like a colon lighter now. So yeah,
That's exactly how it happened. Maybe that's what happened to
exactly.
Luca. I don't know.
Yeah, I just blew out my colon. That's the
But
real way to
I
do it.
did want to play a game with you,
Ooh.
sir.
Well, can I pick my picks, or is this part of the game too?
Oh no, go ahead. You can pick your
Yeah.
picks.
So it's funny. The one that you want to see win is actually who I think is going to win. I got Xander winning the
Ooh,
whole
okay.
thing because I always look back at consistent play at Augusta, right? That's why I like, to your point, it's like I look for guys that have like scratched the surface, like gotten close and just haven't really kind of, eclipsed that. So there's that. I like that he's consistently been up in the top 10 in the Masters the last 4 or 5 years. The other reason that I like him is that it's not enough that you come close. You can't be terrified with the lead. And he's won before, not at, Augusta, but he's won before. So I also think that he has the nerve that if he does take the lead come Saturday or Sunday, he's not going to go full Rory and just implode. I think he'd have enough,
Yeah.
mental aptitude to kind of push through. So he's actually my favorite. I know that he's like the 5th best odds or 6th best odds, but I still think that he's got, some consistency. And also because I'm just not going to pick the robot Scheffler. I'm not going to pick him. I'm not going to pick robot.
I don't think he's going to do it this time. He's not playing well.
He's not playing well, and we talked about him kind of showing signs of humanity, so maybe the wheels are coming off. But the other guy that you mentioned that you think could win or win, is the guy I want to see win. I want to see Bryson win with that
Do you?
3D printed driver, and it's like he's got an attitude, and he kind of speaks up, and he's not like the cookie cutter reserve golfer that plays like it's straight and narrow. He seems like he has fun out there. I don't like, and it's like, I know that he's on Live, and I know that Rahm's on Live, and there's still that kind of like, is it going to be a Live guy or is it going to be a
Yeah.
PGA guy? So I'm interested because Xander's a PGA guy, right?
Yep.
And Bryce is a Live guy.
Yeah.
Rahm's a Live guy. I think that who's Bryson's arch enemy? Who's the guy? Who am I talking
Brooke
about?
Koepka.
Yeah, Koepka quit the Live, didn't he? Didn't he stop
Yeah,
playing?
he's
for
on the
Live?
PGA this year. He's not doing so well.
No, he's not.
He might finish better than he's been playing, but I don't think he's going to be in contention.
Yeah. Okay. So that's who I got. I like, my pick is Xander Schauffele, making fun of how I pronounce names. Did I pronounce it okay for you? Xander Schauffele. Is that right?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. And then
Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
like me, my nuts. Bryson DeChambeau.
You got that one too.
Little 2 for 2, man. Give me some. A little
Congrats.
Cajun in that guy, but those are my picks. So, but now you got you. I love a good game, especially ones that I can win. So I'm interested to see what game. For those of you that know, I have no idea what this game is. I have no background to it whatsoever. I'm just giving you that as a preface. But please, what's this game that you're so excited about?
I think it's pretty simple.
Okay.
I like simple games. Are they playing in the Masters or are they not?
Oh,
I want you just to tell me.
Are you making up names or are you?
No.
These
Are going to be legit golfers.
Okay.
I just want you to tell me if they're going to be playing in the Masters this week or not.
Okay. All right. I think I can do pretty good with this, but we'll see.
I think I'll give you like a warm up.
Okay.
Tiger Woods.
I knew you were going to start with Tiger Woods. I knew you were going to start with Tiger Woods. Thank you for the softball. Man, I don't know. It's like, it depends on how quickly he burns through that rehab, but I'm going to go ahead and say no. No, Tiger's not playing this year.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not playing in this one.
No.
What about his once rival, Phil Mickelson?
Philly Mick, I think I heard that he is also not playing in this year's
Correct.
Masters. So yeah, right, yeah. Golf Bigo coming out in spades right now.
I'm impressed. What about Jason Day?
Jason Day is playing because I believe I saw something about his
Did
attire.
you?
His
Did you?
attire is quite
His
birdie. His birdie attire.
yes.
Yes, I did hear about this. I I I,
I loved
I loved
that
it too.
shirt.
Well, first of all, you love it. You love a good bird shirt. But I as much as I love the Masters for its fanfare, and I think what really sold it for Masters is when if you download the app, you don't there's so many streaming and like Paramount Plus and all this crap. But it's like if you download the Masters app, you can download and watch it for free. You don't have to pay for it. So I love that
Oh,
for the Masters. They're like, we just want you to watch. We want you to watch. So Masters app,
man.
here's a little fun fact for you all. If you're working and you don't have it on you can download the Masters app and you can watch the rounds and you can follow your guy. You can track on a hole, and it's all no cost, man. Love Masters for that. But
They
the,
really do care for the patrons, man. I mean, I
they do.
think like the food is still dirt cheap
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
The souvenirs aren't. The souvenirs are here are crazy
No, they're
expensive.
not. I
But
wanted to buy a coffee mug that's like the got the Masters green on it, and it's just got like the logo, on it. Cheapest I have found, it's like $60.
for a coffee cup, that's
Yeah, I was
insane.
like,
Well,
no,
yeah, because
like
you're
not
getting it
even
because
close.
well, that's the other thing. It's like the Masters is like they don't they don't they don't have like an online store, right? You have to buy it there. So all the ones
Yeah,
you're
so
finding, it's all resale. It's all
it
second
is.
sellers where they're like,
Yeah.
this is a limited edition. People can't get this. I was able to get it, so I'm gonna charge up to freaking wazoo for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but so I do like there's something. One thing I don't like about the Masters is just again how stuffy they are sometimes, how strict they are on like attire and like I mean like we hype up the Masters. Are they still the course that doesn't allow women to golf on that course?
I don't know
Or
if
is there
that
another
has
course?
changed or not. No, that was them though. With old Woody Johnson was
Yeah.
the leader at the time. Yeah, and he got into it. I can't remember the woman's name, but yeah, that was a thing for like 2 or 3 years, man.
Yeah, so I mean, like, so yeah, it's like I love the bird shirt, and I love that it ruffled so many feathers. You like what I did
Nice.
there,
I did. I like that.
but yeah, so yeah, no, yeah, Jason Day, he's playing, and he's playing, and he's
Okay.
he's 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 peacocking. I got another one in. That's for you too. Yeah.
Nice. Maybe maybe you can think of another one by the end of this segment for Jason
Okay.
Day.
All right. Well, no
What
pressure.
about everyone's favorite, Ricky Fowler?
Ooh. Okay. So here's where it gets tricky because I have no knowledge to this. I'm gonna say that Ricky is playing. Ricky's playing.
He's not
No,
playing.
Ricky's not playing. What's the reason?
He's
Why isn't Ricky playing?
Dude, he just
He just didn't make the
you know
cut.
that yeah.
Yikes!
He actually has not been playing well over the years. He's never won a major. A lot
I
of times
know.
if you win a major, you get exempt for at least what seems like 5, 6 so odd years. Yeah, so he's
It's a shame. He's the brainchild of our Puma Hat squad.
I know.
So
He
like we've
looks
got
so decked out.
yeah,
Yeah.
like all color coded the nines. Yeah, and you wonder if he's gonna go down as one of the best never to win a Masters, or I mean a major.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. Because
That's a
he
shame.
was good for, I mean, he won a players. He actually won a very fun players championship where he went to a playoff and he stuck it on that island 17th
Hmm.
green like 3 straight times because the playoff just kept going on. But he ended up winning that, and that's the fifth major. That's a big tournament. So he's won some big ones, but yeah, lately, I think I think he lets the fame get to him or social media stuff.
Maybe, yeah, or maybe just the pressure, man. It's like because now he's at that point in his career where, like, that's all people talk about. Is he ever gonna win one? Is he ever
Yeah.
gonna win one? It's like in his earliest stages, they're like, well, he's still young. He just missed this one. He's got plenty of time. He's on the back nine. See what I did there?
Yup.
The back nine of his
Nice.
career. But yeah, like so now every time he even sniffs the podium, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, can he
I
finally win
know.
one? Can he finally?" And it's like, I just don't see it for him. I wish it for him. I just don't see it for
I
him.
know. I don't
Yeah.
see it either. What about Tony Finau, the
Oh,
flying Hawaiian?
yes, yes. Tony Fee now. Not fee later, fee now. So I'm going to say
Finau.
he's going to be playing fee now. He might not be playing fee later, but he's playing fee now. Is he? He's playing.
He's not playing.
Dang! Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, just
I know.
again,
Big
not up to
Tony.
snuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Tony,
don't think he.
Tony, all right.
Hey, Tony,
Hey,
pop that
Tony.
collar.
Hey, I'm gonna call you Tony.
He's such a cool guy.
It's Tony. Hey, just pop the collar. Hey, cool Tony. Hey, Tony. Hey. No. But yeah, he's
So,
not
yeah,
making either. Yeah, see, I should have known. It's like you gave me Fowler and Finau, and I was like, like educated guess would be that he's playing, but I should have known you were throwing that in as a red herring. So
a
yeah,
little
Finau not
bit,
playing. All
a
right,
little
you got
bit.
another
All
one,
right.
or is that the
I
end
got
of
a
it?
couple more for you. I got a couple
Okay,
more.
okay, let's go.
What about Bubba Watson?
Bubba's not playing. He's not
He
playing, but he might be
is.
attending. He is.
He
He's attending because
is.
he's part of that club. He's got the green jacket. I
He
remember everybody was
does.
making fun of Bubba Watson's uh um meal that he picked for,
Yeah,
because
that's right.
the winner always gets the meal for the
Yep.
next year, and his was just so basic, bitch. It was just like fried chicken and mashed potatoes, and like everybody was
Waffles
dogging
and
him for it.
gravy. I know. Dude, did you hear about Rory? Everyone was kind of getting on him for. They were like, "Well, I mean, he went all out. It was expensive, but people were like, none of it's like Irish food."
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably because he didn't. It was anything from his homeland, and it's like, but I don't blame him. It's like I'm sorry, is he Irish or is he Scottish? He's Irish. He's Irish.
He's Irish.
McElroy, yeah. Like what? He's like, I gave you Guinness. Like, what else do you want me to put on this plate for you? That's Irish. Like, you want me to
Yeah,
put?
no, he was like he's like, I want to enjoy the meal. Like he just basically was like, the food's not good. I don't know
It's
what
not
to tell
good.
you.
It's no Irish people will probably be the first to tell you. It's like, we don't got the best food. We do
I
not.
used to hate it when Will would always want to go to that Irish place next to
Oh, I
Lost
loved it so
Dog.
much. Yes,
Oh
so
my God,
much.
the food is like the bangers and mash was the only thing worth getting. I was
Bangers
like,
and mash, and
I'm
that's
not
not
getting
even
this
that's
again.
English. That's not Irish. That's bangers and mash is English.
Oh,
I know what you're
yeah,
talking
even
about.
that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I never wanted to go there. It was the ambiance was fine, the place was fine. I didn't like any of the food. I was like, can we just
Well,
go to Lost Dog and get one of their 55 sandwiches?
55, dude, I like with all the sandwich. I always had to get a cup of their potato
You
and
always
corn
had to.
chowder. Oh, so good, so good.
I'm like, oh, after a game and a hot
Don't
day and
care.
we've sweated, you want
Don't
a
care.
chowder?
Chowder. Gotta get that chowder.
You gotta
All
get
right.
that chowder.
Who else you got?
All right, I got one more for you.
Last three, I'm over 3. I'm over 3 on the last.
I know.
I was starting off so hot.
I'm only gonna name him because he was the caddy in the new Happy Gilmore because he looked so much like the caddy in the first Happy Gilmore, Will Zalatoris.
Will Zalatoris. So let's see. I'm gonna try and go by the tracking. So you gave me 3 that were in, 2 that were out, and then 1 that was in. So I'm gonna say that Zalatoris is playing. He's playing in the Masters.
Nope, he's
damn
out.
it. Oh, for 4. Jesus. Wasn't Zalatoris good? Like, was he good last year? What's
He's
happening
hurt.
here?
He has a lot of injuries,
Oh,
I
you got
think.
injury. All right. Well, you didn't ask me. Is Shooter McGavin playing?
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Is he playing?
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
I hope he's playing.
Oh, just for that. If I could get him to say that to me on the 18th green, I'd die a happy man.
Oh, that would be that. Have you seen the new Happy
I haven't
Gilmore
seen the
movie?
new Happy Gilmore.
It's good.
And I have an issue. It took me the longest time to watch the Dumb and Dumber 2 with Jim Carrey and
Oh, okay.
because I don't want to taint the original. And Happy Gilmore was just such a classic when we were growing up, and I don't want to taint the original with what could be just a total flat in the face sequel.
I would say I did not see Dumb and Dumber, or whatever they called it. I didn't see that one, but I did hear not great things. I think Happy Gilmore 2 was better. Maybe it didn't taint the first one. I looked at them completely different, and it was It honestly was pretty funny. They had a lot of, like, professional golfers in there, and
Yeah, a lot of
they
cameos. I heard it was like cameo bursting
it
from the
was
seams.
but done really well. Like, I
Okay.
think the guys all did a good job, and it was I would say for the golfers, it was they were outside of what you normally see from them,
Okay.
like,
Get
if
out of
they're
their comfort
typically,
zone.
like,
Yeah.
very calm, like, I think Scotty Scheffler, if I remember, he might have actually, like, given a facial expression,
May have.
out there.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't
Ooh.
remember, but there's a couple guys that are, like, pretty, like, calm and cool, like, all the time and, like, were, like, heckling or something, and you're like, "Wait,
Yeah.
is that Brooks Koepka?" You're like, something like that. So they did a really good job of, yeah, the cameos were a good job. I highly recommend watching it. It's a
Okay.
good watch.
I'll give it a watch. I will. Sports movie, Adam Sandler, he's not what he was 20, 25 years ago, but I'll still give it its opportunity. I am the
It's a
movie
fu
guru, so I need to watch it.
You should watch it. It's a fun
Yeah.
movie.
Well, before we get off the Masters and on to our next topic, which I'm excited about, because it has two things that I love, space exploration and farts. So we'll get into that. But before we do, last talks on Masters, because by the time we record again, Masters are gonna be over, man. What are
Yeah.
your favorite? You talked about the epic implosion by the shark. Any other major favorite moments from the Masters that kind of
I
ring true to
definitely
you?
like the Scotty Scheffler Cameron Smith duel
Mhm.
because Scheffler was looking I can't remember if he had like a 1 or 2 shot lead going into it and Cam Smith might have come back, but Scheffler was struggling
Yeah.
and he was doing what Scheffler does. He makes those long putts for par. And then finally, like it was like hole 4 or 5, maybe 6 or something. They're literally kind of right next to each other in the fringe.
Mhm.
And you kind of felt like Cam Smith was getting ready to kind of overtake Scheffler. Like he was
Yeah.
just playing better. And they're literally from almost the same lie. And Scheffler goes first and just drilled
Yeah.
chipped it in. And after that, Scheffler just kind of ran away with it.
Yeah.
After that, honestly, I remember watching it live. That Tiger Woods, the iconic Nike ball that trickles in on Chris DeMarco when
Yeah.
he hits that thing and it trickles down from that. I mean, he hits it like 20 feet away from the pin and it just like trickles down. That's such an iconic shot. I probably jumped up and like cheered just because it was a great shot. It was a great moment, but
Yeah.
I mean that was just I'll never forget that. That was always fun.
Yeah. No, those were good, obviously. One that kind of rings out, and maybe it's just because it was like finally when I finally said, okay, I'll sit down and watch it, because I was for the longest time the anti-golf guy. I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and watch. And this is, I think it started my vitriol for it started when I was living with Todd, because Todd's always been a golf hound. He
Big
loved
golf
golf.
guy. Yeah.
Always. Even in college. So when he'd want to sit down and I'm like, how long is this? And he's like, it's like 8 hours. And I was like, it's eight
Yes.
hours? And he's like, for 4 days. And I was like, for 4 days? I was like, no, no, thank you. I got other things to do. And he would just sit there. But that's and we talked about him, Bubba Watson in 2012.
Mm.
Specifically that I think it was like a 40-yard, like I think it was on 10 that he hit that 40-yard like wedge from like
Yep.
Pine Straw through the trees,
Yep.
and he laced it right there. That was just on one of the hardest holes on that entire
Yeah.
course. That was iconic. And like again, I always like, having guys that maybe aren't like, legacy guys have their moment in the sun. That was Bubba's moment, man. It's like he's
Yeah.
never reach something like that again. But I mean, that was such a cool shot, and it really kind of put an exclamation point. And the other thing for me is just kind of from recency, it was Tiger Woods' last Masters win in
Yeah.
2019. I mean, he was 43 years old. He hadn't even sniffed a major in the longest time, and when he like came on, everybody just thought this was almost a ceremonial, "Hey, I'm playing the
Yeah.
Masters," and, I mean, that comeback was just absolutely incredible, and he hadn't won it for 14 years, or that was like a 14-year gap from he won in
Yeah.
2005, and then he won it in 2019. I don't know if there'll ever be a golfer that wins the Masters twice in that magnitude of
Oof.
time.
Yeah.
So
And
that was
especially
incredible.
too, that's the only major he won where he didn't have the lead after 56
Yeah.
holes. And it was a stacked Masters grouping. I thought Koepka was going to win that.
Yeah.
He was, I think he missed a putt on like 16 or 17. He had it and lost it. But yeah, Tiger went through. It was a log jam of people. That was so much fun. I love it when it's like that. Sometimes I do like the duels between two guys, like
But
the
when you
Cam and
have like
Scotty.
you've got like 4 or
Yeah.
5 people that are like going into like the
Yep.
last 2 holes, all vying for that spot, man. Yeah,
Yep.
that is
Yeah.
must watch. So yeah, I'm not gonna watch every day. I got work to do tomorrow, so I might miss tomorrow. I've actually got to train like 5 people, so I don't know if I'd be a good
No.
trainer if I'm like I've got my phone. I'm like, yeah, you're doing great. No, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. That's fine.
Come on,
Whatever.
Xander. Make that
Come on.
putt.
It's like, come on, you eat piece of shit for breakfast. Come on. But like shit and poop, and it's a hot topic right now. Not only here on Terra, but up in space too. We're gonna talk about Artemis too. I mean, first moon launch in what was it like? I mean, is it 50 years? Like going to the
Yeah.
moon or something insane? This is big
Yes.
news, Artemis 2 going out there. It lost a little luster for me when I realized that they aren't landing on the moon. They're just
I
orbiting the moon.
know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you're going back to space. That's cool, I guess. But still, pinnacle stuff. But man, they have been bogged down with potty talk the entire time. First, it was about the toilet that wasn't working after what,
Yep.
day 1? Was that right? Or like within like
I think
10
literally like
hours?
right after the launch. Like they were
The
still in like
toilet's
launch
broken.
sequence. Yep.
How are they not just like, this is a continual thing, like let's just train a plumber to be an astronaut and just have a plumber up there just so that they can take care of this thing, because fecal matter's no joke. You have that stuff floating around in zero
It's
gravity.
true.
That's serious. That's messed up. But now there's a new issue, man. Have you heard? It's not just poop, it's just flatulence in general. Apparently the astronauts on Artemis 2 have been warned that their farts, their flatulence, could set Orion spacecraft on fire. So
That's
now it's not
nuts
only
to me.
letting that dropping this deuces in the the porcelain throne. Is it porcelain? Probably not. The plastic throne
Probably
up
not
on
even
the
porcelain at that
shuttle.
point.
It's probably plastic, the plastic throne. But now they got to worry about passing that gas up on on the spacecraft as well, man. Your bodily functions are not safe in space. It's like when you
Yeah.
toot in space. Does anyone hear? Yeah, because you're probably gonna blow up the whole spacecraft.
Yes. And then some satellite's gonna pick that up. So yes, they're gonna definitely hear all that.
A lot of heat signatures.
No,
Yeah.
that's nuts. It's like what is it, like that old like story where you hear of some guy like an architect made like this library, and it was like the nicest library in the world, and it was like had everything you ever wanted and it was perfect, but like he didn't account for the books, and it like sunk and like collapsed because he didn't account for the weight of all the books. It's like all this space stuff you have, and it sounds like the most important thing of getting guys into space and staying in space is the toilet and farting, like
Yeah.
potentially causing issues. Like these are the number one concerns. Like it's not about the rocket fuel and all these other things working. It's just, can these guys not fart and set fire? How do we prevent that from
See,
happening?
if our wives were like space engineers, this would be the first thing that they would tackle. They're like, okay, I'm gonna be in a tube with my husband.
Yeah.
Like, I'm making sure that his farts aren't gonna kill me. I don't know about you. I don't know about your wife, but that would be one of my wife's first priorities. Is
I
making
told my
sure.
wife about this story, and she's like, "Well, then there's no way in hell you'd ever come close to being an astronaut. They wouldn't even let
Those
that'd be you'd fail after the first question."
Those things are deadly, in regular Earth gravity, let alone zero gravity. But yeah,
Yeah.
apparently the astronauts have been quite conscious about how much gas that they pass, as experts warn that too much could present a genuine fire hazard.
That's
Explained by
nuts.
the CTV science and technology specialist Dan Riskin. Spaceships usually don't smell good, apparently. So this is news to me, and that's mostly because of the way astronauts dispose of their urine and feces. Because they can't exactly take showers in zero gravity. I learned reading this article, apparently the International Space Station that everybody, visits,
Yeah.
apparently It smells terrible.
It's
They
like a
compare it
porta
to,
potty.
yes, a porta potty at a rock concert, which you and I both know. We've been to rock concerts and we've had to go into those porta potties. There's not
Nope.
a place I'd probably rather be less than there. And you're in
Yeah,
space,
agreed.
just eating that up. But you can't spout it through shades, and it can't go through filters. He also noted the scientists also noted that significant research is done into this particular problem, which is being tested on the Orion crew to make sure that they can even make it back to Earth. Can you imagine
Oh,
dying in space by farts? Like, you're an
no.
astronaut, you're a hero, and that's how you go? That sounds like just the worst way possible.
I would almost hope that, karma, that's just not how they're gonna go out. Like, that just can't be it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, if you're tooting too much, like, again, like, passing gas, that's methane and that's hydrogen. You're pretty much making the space shuttle into a Hindenburg.
Yes,
You're
you
literally making
are.
it into a floating Hindenburg. And a little spark, you're gonna just blow to kingdom come. So my question is like, do you think what's their best tactical response? Are they just holding it in? Are they like, hey, I'm gonna go out on a space venture and
Yeah.
just like rip it out there? But it's stuck in the spacesuit. It's got to come back in. It's not you don't have any, can't roll down a window. It's like, oh man, roll a window down. You can't do any of that. Like, it's
Can't
stuck
believe
there.
there's not, like, something that they can, like, you can, like, insert, into the suit, and then you could, like, insert somewhere, and it could just go into, like, this little area that, I don't know,
Just
somehow
fill up a plastic bag of just farts.
kind of. Yeah.
Where they what
Just
they release it in space, they're like, fly, fly. Like,
I mean, the
just,
galaxy it's endless, so why
yeah,
not?
just help light that sun a little bit more. Just like rocket it, like take all your plastic bags of toots and just rocket into the sun to reignite the sun. There's so many sci-fi movies about the sun dying out. Just load up on all these toots, and
Yeah.
then when we see the sun about to blow, it's in a capsule on the International Space Station. Shoot it
There
in
we
and
go.
reignite that sucker with all of our flatulence. Our
That
flatulence could save the
save
universe.
humanity.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that movie. I'm
If
gonna
it
make that movie.
hasn't already been made,
Yeah,
let's do
well,
it.
I swear to God, if James Cameron makes this movie, I know he's listening to our podcast. If James Cameron makes a movie about this whole thing, I was like,
Yeah.
you got to give us some rights. Nobody else is talking about this. We are
Well,
ground zero.
he might have the time to do that. I just heard that Avatars 4 and 5 might not be happening.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm that first off doesn't devastate me and that doesn't surprise me. And it's like, yeah, you made this great story. You've already done 3 of these, man. You're really gonna pull
Yeah.
out 2 more of this? It's like, people are losing interest in these giant blue aliens, I'm sorry to say.
They are.
And yeah, so James Cameron, he's a storyteller, and he can twirl a yarn or spin a yarn as good as the rest of them. But I'm sorry, man. Like, it was Dancers with Wolves after the first one, and you're just bringing it back out over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, I can't believe we're talking about farts in space. That's wild. Let's bring it back
I
down to
love
earth
it.
here. I know you do.
Let's bring it back down there.
Let's bring it back down to earth, and let's talk about something a little bit more. Like, we talked about flatulence. Let's talk about something that's salacious. There's another story that we didn't get to last week that I think we have time for this go around. Let's talk about this. This bastard of identical twins. Have I told you this story? I've told you this story, right?
Yeah, you sent it to me. It has missed the rounds the last couple of episodes.
It's like we've been saving it for a rainy day, and it's raining
Yeah.
here in Tampa, so it's a perfect time for me to do it. But
Bring it
I mean,
on.
our combined 2 hours, but we broke it up, so you can break it up too as well.
Yeah.
But there is a mother that apparently had a child, but she's unable to identify the father, even though she knows she's narrowed it down to 2 people. She's narrowed it down to 2 people, but she's been told by doctors that it is impossible for her to identify the father. The reason for that is because the 2 people that she slept with just happened to be identical twins, days apart. She slept with these identical twins
Oh
days
my
apart from each
God.
other, and has been told that because they are identical twins, they have identical DNA, and she will never be able to distinguish the father between those two. Like,
That's ridiculous.
that's some Jerry Springer stuff right there.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you could definitely see that, with Steve Wilkos breaking up the identical brothers, and I want to know if this was just a identical twin prank that went horribly wrong.
Ooh,
I feel like it's something that gets played around joke with, but the idea of like identical twins dating the same girl just to see
yeah,
if she can tell the difference, or
yeah.
even halfway through coitus, they're like, "I'm going to the bathroom," and then they walk out, and then the other twin comes back and switches places. Like, I'm not the only one who's thought about this. You thought about this. Am I the only one who's thought about this?
Look, you probably aren't the only one. I'll be honest, I have not thought. I thought about,
No
maybe
way.
switching, going to different classes, or maybe
So
going on a
wholesome.
date.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
think of
wholesome.
in the middle. Hold on one second. I just took my pants off, but hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom one second. All right, tag team.
I was like, I got an Artemis 2 situation going on. I got to go to the bathroom and release some gas. You know, I mean,
That's
yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Pirate Radio?
no.
Okay, well, there's a situation similar like that on that movie. It's a good movie. You should check it out. Pirate Radio. Seabird knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But they're not identical twins. But he turns the lights off, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna leave." And he was trying to help out his wingman. He's like, "Now you go in and take care of business." Of course, it works out horribly, but
Of course.
horribly bad. But identical twins, that'd be harder to differentiate. So I
Oh,
wonder if this was
absolutely.
like this was actually the identical twins' plan. They're like, I hit it. Do you want to hit it? You can tell me that you're me 3 days later and just totally screw this woman up. It's such a horrible thing to think, but I don't know. Like, how else? It's either that or this woman has a weird kink where she's like,
Yeah,
I want to tag both of these. So one of these
that's where I
parties,
went.
is totally messed up in the head.
I know. I to do like days apart too. That's why maybe yours works. I don't know. I didn't really think of it like that. Like days apart. I'm like, okay. I was like, or did this everyone go down to like the beach house for a weekend and it just kind
Just got a
of,
little rowdy.
have a
Yeah.
few too many and you just kind of, I don't know, have one of them big old parties.
Big old, yeah, the OG parties, if you
Yeah,
will.
the
Let's put an R in there.
yes,
But yeah, I said the OG
yes.
parties. Yeah, I mean, like, they were in England, so maybe they're just talking way too much about your bangers and mash. So, like, let's get some bangers and let's get some mash and let's just mix it up here. I have no idea. But yeah, I thought
That's gotta suck though to just never know exactly who the father is. So
it's,
what are they gonna
yeah.
just gonna have to have like a joint custody type thing, or is one just gonna take the reins and just assume? I don't know. That'd be so
Um,
weird. One minute you're like, you know what? I think this probably does seem like be my kid, and the next day you're like, okay, no, that's my brother's. No way.
yeah, so yeah, the court, it went to court because I'm sure that there's, there's, alimony, or there's child support that's got to
Yeah.
get paid for this thing. And
Hmm.
the judges ruled that the child's father is one of the two identical twins,
Well,
but it
okay.
can't be tested to establish which one. Said that both brothers did have relations, get the Bill Clinton thing going back, within 4 days of each other during the month the child was conceived, making each man equally likely to be the father. And then in the ruling, the judge said the child's truth is binary and is not a single man. So
That's
nothing.
nuts.
Well, so unless there's some future scientific advances that may one day identify the father, the cost of such advanced testing is too high. They're not gonna, for this one
Oh,
woman, they're
okay.
not gonna advance the testing
Yeah.
too far with this. So they're just like, um the twin currently named at so one of the brothers currently named at the birth certificate was not entitled to remain as the listed legal father. So these two, again, diabolical twins, they somehow did it. So they're like, we both had sex with her, but neither of us have to take responsibility for this kid because they can't confirm
That's
that I'm the father.
crazy.
I feel like they need to split it.
Oh,
One of you
yeah.
two is, you got to split it.
Especially if you concocted some plan to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's the parental responsibility has been suspended for now as the case
Wow.
continues. So hopefully this, for the sake of this kid, just, man up. You can
Yeah.
be brother daddies and you could probably get a book deal out of it or get a show on
This is
TLC
something.
or something like that.
Yes.
Call it Brother Daddies.
There's
I've already given you the title. It writes itself. And then you could play the peekaboo games, except you both do peekaboo and freak the kid out because they see the same person in stereo. They do all that stuff. But luckily, we'll never have a child that's, we're not Eskimo brothers, so we're never gonna have somebody that's
nope.
is it Semco's, is it Bigos? So we don't have to, at least that we know of, to cross that bridge. And I think that we're in the clear in this. So
I think so
there's that.
too.
Yeah. Although I do, I have you ever heard it? Has anyone ever told you that they think that we look like brothers?
I think a couple people have, which I mean, we're
I mean, that's a
standard-looking
compliment
white
for
guys.
you, but yeah, I mean, like.
Oh, you
it's
don't take
okay.
it the same way, huh?
No, I do. It's like again, same thing I do with Ego. I'm like, oh, if they think we're brothers, I'm like, he got all the athletics, I got all the good looks. So you have to split it somewhere down that DNA.
Yeah, I mean, once again, you got like some of the looks and like a personality. I guess I got like the athletics and all of it, but to each their own, I guess.
Well, sir, it's like with the split, I think we hit our 2-hour mark.
Yeah,
we did.
I think
once
we
again.
did.
Again, sorry for the break. We'll get back to one consolidated. But hey, some of you complained that we talk way too much. We've just broken it in half for you, so you're welcome, America.
We're helping everybody out.
And France, didn't you say we had a listener from France?
We did, yes.
Yeah. So
one of the French provinces.
I don't know what that means. So you're talking about like one of the French Polynesian
like an
islands?
island or something.
Okay,
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Maybe it was Jimbo on vacation. Who knows?
It could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might not listen anymore.
Oh, he listens. And he's squad leader.
Yeah, he's squad leader.
He listens.
He's squad leader over...
I'll be squad leader.
He'll be squad leader. Because he wants to be the number one squad leader, number one UNO fan. He does claim that pretty significantly. So shout out to that. And shout out, let's see if we can maybe I'll float the recording to Kurt. Maybe if he sees our faces to know that it's legitimate. Come on out here, Kurt. You can be a guest.
All right.
Show everybody that you're alive and well, that you're fit and you're in mind and body and you're just ready to rock.
All right. We might see that picture. Might be like, whoa.
Ooh, no. You're not helping the cause. We're trying to get him on, not scare him away, man.
I know.
You're doing it
it's
again.
Like
you're
one
doing
episode
it again.
I'm the nice guy. One episode I'm the nice guy. One episode you're the... we switch off.
Yeah.
Poor Kurt.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's living his life. Living his best life, I'm sure. And I can't wait to continue to live my best life when we record again next week. Are we going to get back to our usual scheduled program and get back on Mondays?
Yes, we should. Yes.
Now, some of the people they're clamoring. It's like we've advanced to video recording.
Yes.
Are we still going to record in person on video? Or are we going to be distancing? You'll have to tune into next week to find out, everybody. You'll have your answers. And we'll be here. We'll be ready. We'll have the Masters to talk about, more baseball. And we're going to be inching closer to the basketball playoffs. So whatever you want to say there. But anything from you anymore, man?
I think I'm good. Love the episode. Shouldn't be the technical difficulties like last time. So I'm ready to rock into a roll, as they say. You?
Oh, I'm good, man. Send us off.
Let's get on out of here. And that's another episode of the Undrafted and Overconfident Podcast. Thanks for hanging with us. Two friends that can't agree on anything. Hit that follow button, drop a rating, follow us on Instagram at Undrafted and Overconfident. I made 4 posts. Not bad. I'm getting better.
Not too
But we'll see you next week. Different takes, same nonsense. Thanks, y'all.
Peace.